Thanks so much for being with us here on Atlanta News First Plus. I'm Joy Lim-Nakrin. Just getting to some of the top stories that we're following right now. There is a funeral that will be happening for a Lyft driver who was shot and killed on the job. Mourners are going to be gathering today to honor his life. Atlanta News First Rebecca Schramm reports that it's actually a former Atlanta police officer who has now been charged in that case. Here's her report.
This is how those who knew Reggie Folks remember him.
A lot of little kids looked up to him. They would dance when his entrance music played, and they just had a great time, and he was just a role model. The legend, we got Reggie!
Folks was an emerging professional wrestler. Thomas Ballister was his coach.
Yeah, it's just crazy to be like, oh, keep killing it, you're doing good. And I just wish I would have told him I was proud of him more.
Folks drove for Lyft, and Union City police say he was murdered by a man he picked up on Wednesday, Kobe Minor. Minor was an Atlanta police officer who resigned after his arrest and had been on administrative leave due to an arrest on unrelated charges in Milton in December. According to the arrest warrants, Minor believed his, quote, driver was in a gay fraternity and was trying to recruit Minor into it and believed he was getting kidnapped by Folks. It goes on to say he heard what he thought was another voice in his ear talking to him, but did not say what the voice said. Minor told police when they reached the intersection of Stonewall Tell Road and South Fulton Parkway, he attempted to unlock the car and get out, but when he couldn't, he shot Folks in the head. Friends of Folks like Christian Turner at the World Wrestling Alliance in Atlanta can't believe it.
The last time I saw him was like Monday. He was very hyped. He walked in. He was like, hey, everybody. He was showing everybody his brand new shirt. He just made his first professional wrestling shirt.
But they say they want to stay strong, like he was.
Just keep going. I know, just keep going, because that's what he wants.
Carly Barnett, Atlanta News First.
And thank you so much to Carly for that report. Okay, let's turn to something else that's going to be happening today, a Senate committee hearing on the investigations of the Fulton County District Attorney, Fonnie Willis. They're going to hold a fourth hearing. The Senate Special Committee, I should say, on investigations will hold their fourth hearing on Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis. So this hearing, of course, comes less than 48 hours after she won the primary election. The meeting will include some sworn testimony as well. And the goal of this committee is to thoroughly investigate the allegations of misconduct by Ms. Willis. Apologize for a little bit of a video issue there. And the purpose of this committee is, to investigate allegations of misconduct by Ms. Willis relating to potential conflicts of interest and misuse of public funds. Remember that former President Trump and his co-defendants, who she's prosecuting for alleged election interference, they have now appealed to the Georgia Court of Appeals in an effort to get her removed from that case, and they are making these claims of misconduct, of conflicts of interest. A lot of this is related to her admitted affair with Nathan Wade, who was the special prosecutor on the case. And remember, the lower court judge, Scott McAfee, who has been overseeing the case against the former president, ruled that Ms. Willis could stay on the case if Mr. Wade got off of it, and soon after Mr. Wade did resign. So we're going to keep following this, and I want to let you know that there's a hearing set for 1:30 p.m. today on this matter. We're going to be streaming that live here on Atlanta News First Plus, and if you can't catch that, of course, we're going to bring you the latest over the air on our traditional platforms on Atlanta News First. Okay, let's talk about the Cheshire Bridge reopening. Of course, this is a long time coming, and it's been a frustration having it closed, but the Cheshire Bridge Road has reopened, according to the Atlanta Department of Transportation. Remember, it was shut down in December after a fire under the bridge near Faulkner Road, which caused extensive damage. Authorities say the fire was a result of an encampment of people who were homeless. They were living under the bridge, and the road was originally scheduled to open again in March, but then there were delays, which pushed back the opening to May, and today's May 23rd. But now finally it's open. This was the second time that a fire under the bridge had closed the Cheshire Bridge Road for an extended period of time. A fire under a different bridge in 2021 closed the road for more than a year as well. So it has been an ongoing issue. But thankfully, once again, Cheshire Bridge Road has reopened, so it's great news for commuters, for sure. Okay, I want to let you know that we're also awaiting a press conference to begin and a ceremony to begin at any moment now. And the woman who you're looking at here in this image is Tiffany Foster. She was a Noonan mother who disappeared 3 years ago. And thankfully there's a new effort to honor her life. But she was a mom of 3. She had been studying at the Georgia Military College in Fairburn when she went missing in 2021. And authorities do believe that she was murdered. Her story certainly shook the community, and people were left frightened, heartbroken, so many different emotions. Today, her college is going to honor her with a degree posthumously. You know, her remains have still never been found to this day. Again, 3 years ago is when she disappeared. But late last year, authorities arrested and charged her ex-fiance with her murder. His name is Reginald Roderick Robertson. So he was named a suspect in her disappearance in 2023. He was charged with felony murder, malice murder, concealing the death of another. He was charged with rape, kidnapping, false imprisonment, forgery in the first degree, financial transaction card theft, financial transaction card fraud, and a slew of charges. And again, this is even though Miss Foster's body has still not been recovered to this day. But officials have said that they believe it is certain that, quote, all the evidence collected in the case confirms that she is in fact deceased and that he's the person responsible. So Georgia Military College is where she was attending before she was killed, and they described her as a hard worker who was dedicated to her studies. And they said that they want to just honor her memory, her academic achievements, and that's why they are going to be awarding her a degree posthumously today. And college officials said, quote, GMC believes this posthumous degree serves as a testament to her commitment and an expression of the community's support for her family during this difficult time. And Ms. Foster's family is expected to be presented with this degree at any moment now. It was actually scheduled to be at 11 a.m., but you know how ceremonies like this often don't go completely on time. But that is what we are keeping our eye on to begin really at any moment for Ms. Foster's family to be awarded this degree in her memory at Georgia Military College, and you know, perhaps a little bit of irony, if you will, that she had been studying criminal justice. And, you know, justice is what her family is seeking. They want some closure. And her remains, again, have still not been found. The case has been cracked, but it's not been completely solved. And there's now a $10,000 reward for any information leading to the recovery of her remains, so that her family can lay her to rest and you know, bring some closure, bring her some peace. And authorities certainly still working on this case, so they urge anyone with information, please contact the Coweta County Sheriff's Office. And again, her ex-fiance has been arrested and charged in her murder, but still many pieces unsolved. We're gonna just keep our eyes on what's happening there at Georgia Military College, and we're gonna bring you that live as soon as it begins. In the meantime, let's talk a little bit about our St. Jude Dream Home giveaway. Here's some of the amazing prizes that are up for grabs if you want to help support the fight against childhood cancer.
The rules of the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway pretty clear. Reserve your ticket for your chance to win a brand new dream home. This is sponsored by the Providence Group. This home valued at $675,000. There are other prizes you could win too if you get your ticket on the very first day. If you reserve your ticket on Thursday, May 16th, you have an opportunity to win additional prizes. You're eligible to win a $2,500 Target gift card. This is courtesy of Cheryl Leon of Newcastle Realty. Or how about relaxing after a long day of work in your very own ultra premium hot tub. You could win this beauty from the Michael Phelps Legend Series. It's from Master Spas and Atlanta Spa and Leisure. It is worth more than $20,000. Here's another amazing prize. How about a $10,000 gift certificate to Woodstock Furniture and Mattress Outlet? That would be nice, too. Here's the very best part. You can actually win all of the amazing prizes and the dream home, too. So reserve your tickets early. And remember, each sale helps St. Jude Children's Research Hospital finding cures, saving children.
If you're
The rules of the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway pretty clear. Reserve your ticket for your chance to win a brand new dream home.
entering the St. Jude Dream Home giveaway. And, you know, Tracy explained some of the amazing prizes, not just the Dream Home, but also the gift card, the hot tub, among other things. You can go to our website, atlantanewsfirst.com/dreamhome. Again, that's atlantanewsfirst.com/dreamhome. And we have much more information on how you can enter for your chance to win some of those amazing prizes, and of course, to help in the fight against childhood cancer by benefiting the St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Like I mentioned to you, we are waiting for the ceremony to begin to honor the life of Tiffany Foster, the young mom who was from Noonan, and she was murdered some 3 years ago is what authorities believe. And we are expecting a ceremony to begin at any moment now at Georgia Military College, where she'll be getting a degree posthumously. Her family will be awarded that to honor her, to keep her memory alive. Again, there's a $10,000 reward for any information leading to the recovery of her remains. If you know anything about the case, you're asked to please call the Coweta County Sheriff's Office. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that ceremony to begin, I'm going to bring you back to Local News Live for more of your top stories from all around the nation.